A big worry for the American military tonight, all because of what they say was a cultural misunderstanding. Apparently, U.S. forces in Afghanistan decided to discard old copies of the Koran by burning them, which Muslims would never do. Throngs of Muslims gathered to throw rocks in anger as the U.S. raced to come up with the right kind of apology today. Did the U.S. do it? ABC's Martha Raddatz is tracking this still developing story.
The reaction from Afghans was swift, passionate, and violent. Hundreds of protesters wailing over the charred pages from dozens of the Muslim holy books, shouting death to America and starting fires of their own. But the American damage control was equally swift. Within hours of the protests, Commander of U.S. and International Forces General John Allen issued a profuse apology.
There was no intention by any member of ISAF to defame the faith of Islam or to desecrate the precious religious materials of this faith.
From Washington, a cascade of statements and apologies followed from the Secretary of Defense, State Department, and the White House. This began at around 11 p.m. last night. U.S. soldiers were replacing older Qurans used by detainees because they feared prisoners were secretly communicating through pages. The soldiers put the used Qurans into an incineration pit, apparently unaware that it was considered desecration. Afghans working on the base saw what was happening and pulled the books from the flames. The administration is clearly worried about a repeat of last year, when the burning of a Quran by a Florida pastor prompted an attack on a UN compound in Afghanistan.
For Muslims, the Quran is the word of God, and when Muslims see it desecrated, they see this as an attack on Islam, and they get angry and upset.
If a Quran is damaged, it is supposed to be placed in a flowing river or buried, like thousands are in this sacred cave in Pakistan.
General Allen has already ordered training for all military personnel in Afghanistan on the proper handling of religious material to be completed in the next 2 weeks. And Diane, you can also expect these apologies to keep on coming.